I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. The women you see that are at the top, they do everything. That's why when some of these topics of peeing comes around, when they say, oh, I don't do that, I'm like, stop lying. They all get peed on. They all lick ass. They all do threesomes. They all get fucked. And if the nigga be on some freaky shit and want his man to come in, they all do that too. I promise you. I'm telling you, 90% of the women you see, I gotta stipulate, with successful men, they're basically bouncing from successful nigga to successful nigga. And you're like, what is it about them? Is it their personality? Are they that funny? Maybe they're just a good time. No, they're just the girl that does anything. It's the, let me use a Kwame Brown saying, the go along, get along gang. Okay? Whatever freak shit a nigga got in mind, they'll do. Promise you.
Like, when I got with him, he was just a man. Like, it was more of like, okay, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna sit, we gonna communicate, we gonna get solutions. What's going on? Like, we ain't even going that route. So that was my experience with him.
So a lot of the things that people really like say about him, you didn't experience that as in dating. That's not something that you saw. So is that the reason why you never said anything? Is that the reason why when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, like, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience. And I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person, and that wasn't my experience.
You see, well, there's allegations about, this is a cap interview, we could tell already. There's allegations with you being around. Allegations of you providing drugs. Allegations of you being around sexual encounters. You haven't spoke about those. And by the way, I don't expect her to speak about it because these are civil situations that a lawyer, listen, I know. When you get sued, you don't want to be speaking about these things. But if you're going to do a I'm coming clean shit, just be like, hey, these are legal situations, but I'm innocent. I didn't do nothing. And they're lying. Like, I'd rather her say that, but she's acting like really like, oh my God, these things are going on? Come on, like.
So with you being, I feel like, a survivor of domestic violence, he never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. Was that something that you had to tolerate, or that's just that wasn't a part of
this? The look she just did is the look every woman does to say, should I hold this bitch ass nigga down now? Of course Diddy backhanded this hoe. Like, come on. That look she did was like, should I hold this fuck nigga down now? Because I'm going to be honest with you, a real bitch going to be like, no, he never hit me, even though she got a bruise. You know what I mean? Like, when a woman really finished with you, she going to be like, of course he beat my ass. You know what I mean? Like, and also she got to think about it. You know, if I say no now, I could never file a lawsuit.
He never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. Was that something that you had to tolerate, or?
I believe Diddy slapped every chick, maybe with the exception of J-Lo, and she might have got backhanded too. Come on, man. Diddy a nigga from the 90s, bruh.
That's just that wasn't a part of, because I feel like that's the biggest thing to him right now is, what he going through in these lawsuits and that video that came out.
Is this nigga serious? This gay nigga, it can't be serious. The biggest thing is that he hit women? Brother, I'm sorry. There's too many. I'm not supporting domestic violence. But if slapping a bitch is the biggest thing that Diddy's guilty of, trust me, this is hip hop. Niggas would be like, oh, we don't. They would be like, bad Diddy. And 6 months later be partying with him. That's not why Diddy's in trouble. Diddy's in trouble for them freak offs, nigga. Let's keep it a bean. Like him putting a hand on a bitch. Like, again, with all due respect, we don't condone it, but that ain't why, my nigga.